Is it still worth it to have a web design or web development agency in 2026 now that we are in the era of AI? A lot of people are scared that it's going to take over our jobs, so that AI is going to automate everything. And to be honest, why would you hire anyone to do your designs or do your development if AI can do it for you? That's where the pitfall is. That's where a lot of people make their mistakes. In my opinion, 2026 and the age of AI is the best way to start your web design or web development agency in 2026. You can use these tools to your benefit, and you can leverage them to speed up your processes and be even faster than we've ever been before. And to be honest, people still want to have that communication with people who actually know what they're doing, which is going to be us, these web designers and web developers. So in this video, we are going to be talking about how you can use AI to your benefit for your own agency, or if you're a freelancer. We're going to talk about how you can plan out your websites using AI. And yeah, you can think of Google search, keywords, stuff like that. We are going to be talking about AI generated designs for your website that you can also give to your clients without having to spend hours on designing. We're also going to be talking about AI coding, how these AIs can help you code your website, even if you use WordPress and Elementor, maybe even especially for those cases. We're also going to be talking about the finished product and your handover with all of the AI tools that we've been using. So let's see in this video how AI is going to help you speed up your workflows and speed up your business in 2026 as a web designer or a web developer. So let's go. Okay, so the very first thing that you want to do before you even start building out a website is plan the actual website. Normally what you do is you have some workflows that you would go through. You would talk to your clients, you would get all of the information. What do they need exactly? What kind of website do they need? And then you would start develop the website and design the website, maybe the other way around. But some things can take a long time, as we all know. For example, getting the images from your clients, getting all of the texts from your clients. Sometimes it takes ages for them to deliver this, and you can speed these processes up using AI. If you use, for example, copywriting, using ChatGPT or using Perplexity, and then I would definitely use Perplexity for this, you can speed up these things. You can do some copywriting and do your initial writing, and then show the clients whenever you deliver how you can or how they can use their website and make changes, and then they can do the text themselves, but you already delivered them some text that are fitting towards the website. Now, even before we get to that stage, you need to have some sort of an MVP, right? You need to know where you're going to start. That is where you're going to use Perplexity to create the plan for your website. You're going to list down everything you communicated towards your client, or he communicated with you. You're going to list out everything, and it comes down to, do they want search engine optimization? What do they want in their website? What is the layout going to be looking like? Do they have some sort of conversion method? Like, is a conversion for them selling a product? Is it getting an appointment? What is the conversion for them? And based on that, the website is going to be built, and you're going to feed this towards your AI, and it can be as simple as Perplexity. And you're going to tell it, this is where they make their money. This is where they want to focus their website around. Give me a plan, give me something that explains to me how I can build this website and plan it out. Now, what you could also do with these tools is do some competitor research. So see what other people are doing, what is working for them, why is it working for them, and do the same thing on the client's website. And you don't have to do this yourself. You can do this by using ChatGPT or Perplexity and asking them what other people are doing and why is it working for them, and it will give you a really good plan and tell you what you need to do in order to compete with them and even surpass them. Now, also what you can do is ask how you can use SEO keywords in your website. So you're going to talk about what the website is going to be doing, and you're at the end of the planning phase at this moment, and you're going to be asking the AI tool that you're using which keywords that you should be using, which should you be avoiding. You can also do some research on Google Ads, finding out what people are bidding for their keywords, and feed this to your AI. And it can tell you exactly what you need to avoid and where you need to, where you can see where the money is, basically. and you can get a list. And even before you have started building your website, you already have a really good overview of where you want to go. And this will save you a lot of time. You don't have to communicate with your clients anymore on a weekly basis. You don't have to do some fine tuning at the end. No, you already killed these baby steps in the beginning. You already are 3 steps ahead of where if you wouldn't have done this same thing with AI. So let's go ahead and take a look at the next step, which is going to be designing your website. So there are a lot of design tools out there nowadays, and there are a lot of options where you can design your website. If you use WordPress and Elementor, you have some things like the Elementor site planner, where you have a prompt that you give it, and it will plan out your website and also its strategy. You have things like relevance.io that do exactly the same thing, but not specific to Elementor. I believe it's even for Webflow, but it doesn't really matter. You can still use that. Also has a free version, by the way. But the very thing that I always use is Google Stitch. Google Stitch is such a good platform. What you can do is you can design your websites. You can just give it a prompt, tell it exactly what you need based on the plan you just created with Perplexity. You're gonna feed it to Google Stitch, and Google Stitch is going to be creating a design style or design system for you. And it's also going to create pages if you tell it to create pages. It's going to create these pages for you. And if you don't like it, you can simply edit them, or you can just create new ones based on the information you already gave it. You can also create or edit the design system, and based on that, create new pages. And the cool thing about Google Stitch is whenever you're finished, you can either copy the code, so copy the you get it in a markdown file. You can copy this code and you can feed it towards your AI builders. If you use things such as bolt.new or base 44 or I don't remember exactly what it's called, but if you use tools like that, you can add it, or you can export these designs from Google Stitch and import them to your building tools, and it will build it out for you. What's even cooler is if you do use WordPress, Elementor, or Webflow, whatever, you can export it towards Figma. So you have a really good design in Figma that you can then use to build your Elementor websites or build your Webflow websites. So the cool thing, if you take a look at the client perspective with this, is if you have your designs and you go to your client and you tell them, this is what I designed for you, this is what you want, this is what I did. And if they have changes that they would want to see based on colors, fonts, whatever, you can just add the prompt, rebuild it, and directly ask them if that is what they want. And you can even charge money for this. Normally you would build it up by hand, but why would you? You can speed up your process so vast. And even if you export it to a Figma, you can still edit it there if you would like to do that. So that's how you can use design powered AI tools to speed up your process. And then we get to step 3, which is AI development. Now, how are you going to use these AI tools in order to develop your website? Luckily, nowadays we have MCP servers that you can connect to. So, for example, let's start with a WordPress example. If you have WordPress and you have Elementor installed, you can also install Elementor MCP, which is a plugin for your Elementor. And what you can do is you can connect that with your favorite AI code builders, such as Claude, for example. And you can do some prompts in Claude, and it connects towards your Elementor website, and it's actually going to build out your Elementor site for you. I mean, how cool is that? You just have a junior developer, basically a virtual one, that is building Elementor sites for you. And even if it's not really good, or if it's buggy or whatever, you need to be really precise in your prompting, and you can just do, you can repeat the prompts. You can be iterative on it. If a homepage doesn't look really nice, or it's not according towards the design that you gave it, you can just say, I want to change this, I want to change that. This looks good, but I need this and this and this and this. And that is how it's going to be working for you, and you can speed up your Elementor things way faster. And you can go in the Elementor page builder and edit some stuff yourself if you would like to do that. Now, if you don't use Elementor, and for example, you use stuff like Bolt or any other coding platform, you can import your designs into this code builder, and it's going to build out the code for you. Probably it's going to be something like React or whatever, but that is what it's going to be doing. And now if you have your your code builder or your AI coder, if it created your website or your web app or whatever for you, and you want to go back and check the SEOs things, you can go ahead, export the MVP that you created using Perplexity in the beginning, and you can feed it back to this AI coding tool, and you can tell it, I need this in my SEO, these are the backlinks that I need, and you're just gonna have a full planning. You give it to the coder, and the coder is gonna do it for you. You can test it out, obviously, deploy your web application or deploy your website. You can also already connect Google Search Console with it and then do some tests, see if everything is being indexed and if it's working correctly, and you can do some modifications based on that. But that is how you're going to build your websites using AI and speed up your workflow so fast. I believe I've been doing it for some time now, doing my strategy research and planning out the websites and the designs. I used to design all the websites myself, and I used to have a designer that I would pay. And nowadays I just cut these things out, and it would just save me a month or 2 months of work and planning. And now I can just get started by building the websites, and it saves a lot of time. And as you can guess, you can have more times. You have more time in your hands to design and build new websites, and have more projects, which automatically means more money. So that is how you can do your speed up your processes with your AI tools. And then we are at the last section again of this video, and that is the handover towards the clients. So what do? You just created your website, everything is in order, you give the website towards their clients and they pay you, and that's the end of the story. Usually how it goes. But what can you do now? You can package up your website, so you can create monthly packages, monthly retaining packages for support, for automatic updates, stuff like that. And I already know where you're thinking, where is AI gonna be helping me with this? What you can do is, if you have some problems or you have some changes and people request changes on the website, you would charge them a monthly fee, and you would let the AIs, the AI builders or the MCP builders, you would let them do the job for you and just test it out. So you're not coding anymore, or you're not building anymore. You're just doing prompt engineering. That's basically what you're going to be doing. Obviously, you're also going to design your own websites and build your own websites still, if you would like to do that, because that's why we do it. It's always also fun. But you're also going to be doing some prompt engineering, and that is going to be the future, in my opinion. But we won't be replaced by AI tools, but I think you do need to get ahead and stay ahead by using these AI tools. And as they mature, the business matures with you. So that is my takeaway from this video and from this topic. If you enjoyed this video, let me know. If you want to see me build something or talk about something else, you can also let me know in the description down below, and hopefully you learned something from this. And thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.